So I just had a appointment with our chief of law uh, in front of the mirror, and they told me that we don't need lawyers because I am the law. Yes, yes, I absolutely understand that, and in some cases you want to surprise it, like it's a fucking prick in the face. But here, we are not revealing all our cards. Like you can sometimes tell them about the upcoming pain, but also you do this like complete surprise things and you change the torturing methods. It's basically you need to adapt. So yeah, it's gonna be the future is gonna be fun, exciting times. Warren, do you think do our lawyers listen to these messages? And if they do, what do they think about this? And do we even have lawyers? Like, we have lawyers, right? And when it comes to torturing, something you should do is you want to be like unpredictable about the pacement. Like you don't want to just torture somebody like every day. The optimal way to torture is like you do one day and then you take a break of like 8 days, then you do one day again, then the next day you do it again, then the next day again, then you take a break for 30 days, and for the 30 days they're gonna be wondering like when is the next time. This is because it's not the actual act of torture itself that hurts, but it's the anticipation of torture and the part where you know the pain doesn't come externally; it comes from the within. I should make some ASMR talks about my topics of passion. No, I think it's actually it's actually even funnier when they know that it's coming. I think we have very different philosophies about these things. You constantly say that we shouldn't reveal our cards and how we should surprise people, but I do believe that you should actually tell people beforehand about what's coming, so then they like actually they fear it, and then the fear becomes reality, and that's just the amount of suffering that it causes is just increased. That's how you do, you know, game theory optimal plus EV suffering. Yo, Warren, listen, I just got a fucking mega idea. Remember what we did with Jofa back in the day? Like how we made Jofa into a meme and how we spread awareness of Jofa. What if Kinkinumi does similar stuff, but with CS Coral and Hillian? Holy fucking shit. Kinkinumi, you hear this? We need to do the same thing like we did with Jofa, but for like Killian and CS Coral.
What age? What picture of Killian? How old is he in the
No, no, no,
picture?
no. It's not about the picture, but it's like of the full concept. Holy fuck. Do we have any guns? Yes, I have been aware of this since a long time ago, and I refuse to believe that we don't live in a simulation. Do you mean when somebody paused the stream for me? Actually, so I had many people from my team watching it, and actually, people were quite happy with the stream. There was just one person in the room who was like overly concerned. He was panicking for something unnecessary. He thought we would get into legal trouble, so he came and he shut off my stream. And I was under the impression that the team told me to shut it off and that that was the consensus. But actually, it was more of like a 10 versus 1 situation. So, well, there is only one way to find out. But anyway, if anything would happen to me, Empire would continue to go strong, and the fall war with Killian would continue. Shout out to Sticky Hands snoring in the background. Are you actually saying that I would like go out of my way and lie about this thing? It's an internal thing that somebody from the team leaked. As simple as that. Hey Warren, I think this Nuti guy, he seems like a good writer. We should probably hire him. Let's reach out to him. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, guys, if somebody hates these snake influencers with a passion and who would be interested in like pushing this project forward, I am hiring and you can slide into my DMs. I think this is going to be a fun project. It's going to be very nice to make some examples. It's going to be beautiful. I think it's just a matter of having dinner with the right person who happens to have contacts with YouTube. And yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. A couple of videos get flagged for illegal gambling content, and boom, channel is gone. What do you then have left? Oh, you have a fancy car and maybe a couple million of illegal money. And then, well, Netherlands shall decide if this money is legal. So obviously, Grim is on the top of the list. He has to be the example of the examples. Second one is probably Sparkles. Fucking Switzerland snake. Being all neutral and stuff with the fucking bags of money, and at the same time, subtly in the background, also sabotaging Empire and trying to throw shit at us. Fucking snake. I'm up for all kinds of creative ideas, but some of the obvious things that I'm going to be doing first of all are, well, strangling them and putting pressure on them from different directions. So making sure that they don't get other sponsorships. Second thing is there will be bans given by platforms like YouTube, Twitch, etc. for promoting illegal content. And third one, a very exciting one, is that in most countries it's actually highly illegal to promote these sites, but nothing really happens with them because it's so large scale and they don't go chasing these small streamers. But what I am going to make sure is that there will be a magnifying glass pointing at them and shit is gonna hit the fan. I'm very horny about this. Yo, Mops, I think you're gonna appreciate this, but I'm gonna be basically doing a monarch crackdown on influencers. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna make some examples. No, I think you're not understanding this. Like, Valve doesn't give a shit about the licenses. Valve just wants to avoid drama. And in order for us to avoid drama, we need to self-regulate. And that may include some bullshit licenses, or it may not include them. It's a minor detail of the big picture, but we need to self-regulate. By the way, fun fact, we added a fifth demand to the list to Killian. I told him that he has to disown Grim. It's actually hilarious. Like, guys, imagine that we end up fixing the fall war with Killian. We become friends with Killian, and we are all in symbiosis, except fucking Grim. We going for Grim. No turning back anymore. Thank you. That warms my heart. Yes, I do understand that, but I don't know. I don't get it. What's your point? Is this supposed to be some kind of like a gotcha moment? I know you're smarter than this. But the way I see the work that I have been doing, the scandals that I have been causing, and the drama that there has been, it is basically it's about controlled explosions. You make these like small to medium-sized explosions. You are bursting those bubbles so that they don't expand into one of these big bubbles. Basically, it's better to have 10 mini scandals than one mega scandal, because the mega scandal is what could make Valve pull the plug. But yeah, the dream is that they would start cracking down on the more sus type of sites. And maybe one day there can be something resembling a symbiosis where there will be like somewhat regulated sites, and shitty sites will be destroyed fairly quickly, and not too much drama, and skins can live. Yeah, absolutely. This does have certain risks, but now that we are deep in this game, and I have chosen my path, and I'm gonna continue on this path. And yes, absolutely. Like the best move for Valve would be to bully any sites that operate in the US. Like Valve shouldn't shit where they. So thinking about Valve and the GTO angle, I suppose right now at this stage, well, they wouldn't give a shit about the licensing itself, but what they would care about is they want to avoid drama. And I am the CEO of drama. And if I care about the licenses or whatever, then from a GTO perspective, at least in a game of if they had anywhere near to perfect information, then they should be caring about the license. I do think that they are considering some of these elements in some of their thought processes, at least subconsciously. Hey, Grizzly, listen. Regarding that Ukrainian one, she always gives like a bad first impression to people. But actually, she's giga based. I would say that it's a similar concept like with you. It's a learning curve that usually it takes a while to understand when somebody's truly based. That's how based people work. And yeah, the Ukrainian accent doesn't help. It's the Russian debuff, but she will get speech therapy and it will be fixed. Actually, I have to say that even 100 million is way less than you would actually think. And when you get adjusted to like a certain lifestyle, even 100 million you will burn very easily. Like I could see myself like in my life, unless it ends very shortly, I'm gonna need like many hundreds of millions. Yeah, I'm serious. The taxman came in. They are investigating shit. But the good thing is that I've been a fucking responsible boy since like fucking 2011, paying all my taxes and shit. So nothing bad is gonna happen. But just hey, Warren, did I tell you about this? Fucking taxman is knocking on my door today, going like fucking Fuck you, Killian. Why you send tax, man? Okay, gentlemen, it looks like I'm gonna be streaming later. I think it's a stupid idea to stream right now and play like stupid music when I think now is the time to respond to Killian's message first in public and show that we are in the right, and after that we can do another celebration party. Hobbes. This fucking Grim guy really fucking pissed me off. I'm gonna demonstrate within 1 year the debt has been paid, or otherwise I'm gonna eat my own dick on a Kick live stream. Mark my fucking words. Quote me on this. Remind me in 1 year. What the fucking shit? Why does my nokkahuilu not work on the fucking voice message? Okay. Hey Killian, it's me again. Yopi is here, living in your head rent-free. I heard that you are still having some trouble sleeping, so I thought I would make a new soothing ASMR video. Maybe you should get a license.
Hello, this is corporate. We have confiscated Monarch's phone. JK. Jofa!
Monarch, you have to stop shit posting now. We take your phone.
Wait, what do you mean corporate? Fuck off, corporate. Don't come here. I really hope he mentions my Chinese servants and Jofaception. I want some credit for this shit. I'm Grandmaster in 4D chess. Yes, he is. I've been talking about this in the recent days. I already notified him about this. He's gonna be getting a substantial pay raise. I even told my mom about it today. He really fucking deserves a raise. He's one of the few in the team that are not fucking the company in the ass. Warren, what do you mean? Can you elaborate about this one? I mean, we are already producing, the video, but do you mean something like? Oh wait, I'm slow as fuck. So you mean like a Coffeezilla documentary? I agree. This is gonna end up on Coffee's channel. Gonna have millions of views. That's how I like my coffee, with a motherfucking Zilla. It's funny. I can see Warren is actually getting like sick of the war, and he may opt out and actually go and like just focus on Empire and Dual, but the army ain't stopping. It's not fucking stopping. We here for the lore. Hey, can somebody leak me pictures of the Roll Trader chat? I want to see how they're panicking. I know that we have spies in there, but I'm lazy. I don't want to ask my spy department about this. Can somebody send it here simply? Fuck, guys, it was a good run, but I'm sorry, I got a message from the corporate. I need to stop shit posting. It's not professional for a casino owner. So at least for the next 12 months, I am banned from shit posting. I'm sorry, guys. I'm now going to log out of Discord. Bye bye. Hey, Warren and Grizzly and people, can somebody? I'm curious to see like how this will impact Roll's liquidity. Like now that this supplier tweet is out, I want to see. I want to see what happens. I am sorry to hear that. I'm actually very mad about this thing, like the full existence of Marcus. Like, okay, listen, this is a threat. I might commit an illegal crime just because of Marcus. I'm gonna like fucking, I'm fuming. I'm gonna like fucking walk into red lights or some shit just to demonstrate that I'm. Marcus, shut the fuck up. This is like a rice cake. I know, but I think you have noticed a pattern by now. I pay way too much money to underperforming people. And I would say that I was thinking about it today, like Empire is kind of like a massive hoe. It's the town bike that a lot of people have, you know. Yeah, you have green light. Show me, send it to me, and I will give my and also to build like a good product for the people. By the way, I think there's a good chance that I'm gonna spin up a real life case site just to fuck with Killian. Like just make a better product and fuck with his margins and like aggressively advertise on Google. Just to I don't care even if I lose like $1 million or 2 per month running it. Just to no, there's 600K a month is like my overall expenses. Like at the time I had two different companies. I was also building Coinland and a real life unboxing site on the side. So that's why I was burning so much money. And yeah, commenting on the above regarding Grizzly. So I'm paying huge respects here, but I have to say he's one of the few people in the world that I have associated with, and I consider him not retarded. And yeah, commenting on the above regarding Grizzly. So I'm paying huge respects here, but I have to say he's one of the few people in the world. Funny story, I also almost went broke. I had 1.9 million in assets and I was burning 600K a month before I came up with a P2P system, and I had to fucking hustle and grind to make it happen, and I'm glad I survived that. Yeah, I know about this God complex thing. He got way too cocky within the last couple of years when he started making good money. I mean, I have spies on his end and I know exactly his lore. And about this thing about him not having a mother, yes, his mom died when he was very little, and you can see that from him. He hasn't gotten love from anybody, hasn't gotten hugs, so this is how fucking psychopathic supervillains are born. And this thing about the mother, I wouldn't go so hard at anybody if I knew that they have a loving mom, but because Killian has no loved ones, I will not spend any drops of sympathy on him. I'm gonna go hard at him. That's a good question. Thank you for asking. That is my Chinese servant. I had servants across the world very loyal to me, helping me fulfill my mission. Like, look, I'm like the opposite of Killian. Killian has no way to make friends. He only has paid mercenaries who are not loyal to him. But I possess this capability. I have some level of charisma in a way that I'm a low-key cult leader. Like I can make even the fucking trees in the forest will be marching in my army if I want to do so. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like it really means a lot to me. Basically, I believe that it's better to be like a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a battlefield. And I had planted all these seeds. I had planted my fucking psychopathic plans like ready to be utilized if somebody fucks with me. And I was going to be the better man. I fucking met up with Killian. I tried to make peace. I said that we don't need to like fight at all, but he fucking provoked me to a breaking point, and now I'm legit the guy. He he's gonna wish that I had sent hitmen on him. He's gonna wish, but I'm not the type of guy to do that. And honestly, I think Killian is one of the best things to ever to happen to me. I really fucking enjoy this process. I enjoy this. And I think in order to make a good story, there has to be a supervillain. So basically in the majors, we sent Sticky Hand to glue his hand on the machine, but also we sent the Chinese guy. He was dressed up as a girl, and his job was to, in the middle of the finals game, he was supposed to run on the main stage, and he was supposed to handcuff himself on the table where the guys are playing and start screaming about the CS:GO role document. Yeah, he actually got on the stage. He was on the main stage. Everybody saw him there for 20 seconds, but then he pussied out. But we're gonna be fucking sending him later. And I don't give a shit if CS:GO skins are gonna be banned completely because of this. Like, I'm doing this for the motherfucking lore.
I am depressed. Humanity is overrated.
Okay, guys, one moment. I'm gonna send you the video where he threatens to shoot up the school. One sec. Okay, guys, one moment. I'm gonna send you the video where he threatens to shoot up the school. One sec. HW, absolutely. I'm very nice. I'm very nice to my loyal servants. I take good care of them. Also, by the way, I have now returned to my previous hideout. And Killian's hitman, you shouldn't come here because I have motherfucking Jofa hiding in the forest with a sniper, wearing the camo hoodie. And yeah, he's gonna hunt you down like Simo Häyhä. So beware. By the way, it's pretty fucked up how we had like detectives following my, a fucking pregnant woman. And we got some threats from like CS:GO traders. They were showing how they know the second villa. We are renting like a second villa nearby where Felix and his gang is. So they were like sending links. They were showing that they know the location. Super fucked up. I just asked somebody for permission if I can post a video, but I can show the video of him threatening to shoot up a school. And also at the time, Sticky Hand, he reported me to the police for DDoSing him. So I wanted to get revenge. So I framed it in such a way that it looks like Sticky Hand was the psychopath behind making Jofa into a meme. So I got Sticky Hand and Jofa both to being bullied at school. And now they both are marching in my army. So I'm a scary man. Fucking fear me, guys. You gotta give me some fucking credit. You gotta give me some fucking respect for this. Like, I've been cooking. I've been motherfucking cooking. This is the time when you must give me credit. So it's very simple stuff. This guy Jofa, he's the guy in the picture. He was fucking with me through RuneScape. He was threatening to make my face into a meme on the Finnish image board. And he was trying to extort RuneScape gold from me. So I told him, fuck you, I'm not accepting this. I'm gonna make you into a meme. So I made him into a very big meme and got him bullied. Actually, here in my villa, I have another guy, a Finnish guy who threatens to shoot up a school in the name of Jofa. All of them are now in my army. No, he's Chinese, but he's been living in the US. He's from like a pretty wealthy family. imagine that you are like a software dev and you make like upper six figures a year and you have this son, but you are not his real daddy. Like your real daddy is like fucking 14 years old. And like fucking Killian knows all of this. He knows that this was like my main thing, while building his casino was like a side hustle. And this is only because Jofa was fucking with me. And despite all of this, Killian decides to like fuck with me and disrespect me. Like, what do you guys think? In Killian's shoes, would you do the same? Would you show at least a little bit of respect? So here I'm sending a video of him making Jofa into a meme. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff to make Jofa a very popular face. On top of this, we hacked some big industrial printers and like printed lots of like Jova pictures there. And yeah, we did some crazy things.
Jova. Oh shoot.
It wasn't too long time, it was just the summer. Yeah, so this is the guy who, so I wanted to make Jova into a meme, and this guy was my loyal servant. So I told him to make Jova's face into a meme by any means possible. So yeah, he threatened to shoot up a school in the name of Jova, and then he went to prison. But when he got out of jail, he shot me a message thanking me for existing and saying that, you know, thank you for me, basically. And yeah, and I did a test and I checked if he's still loyal to me, if he's still at my service, and he appears to be. So now this is just one more addition to my army.
Man, holy shit. How you doing, Ossi?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
A long time coming.
I welcome you to my establishment.
This is beautiful, man.
I give you my blessing.
Thank you, thank you. Holy shit.
What's up, man?
How you guys
You
doing?
didn't bring your niggas. I got mine here. But
I must go.
also, we're gonna need some black hoodies. Can we get like the normal black hoodies we have, but remove the fucking ugly logo on the arm? Thanks. And Pau, while we are at it, we could give away like a few merch pieces to like cool people in this group. Let's give one to Grizzly. Let's give one to Pau. Let's give one to Marcus also. This doesn't mean that he's cool. He's very. I can't even think of an insult word to describe him. There are like no words for that. He makes me speechless. He's so plain. But send him one, but not in like a positive frame. Send it in like a type of frame. It's like a reminder for him, like a metaphor about his. I can't even bother talking about him. It's just so non-mentally stimulating. Anyway, I'm gonna go talk with some interesting people. Hey, Paul, can you make sure that we get these ISIS hoodies or the shirts, and also we're gonna need a bunch of those ugly blue Empire hoodies. I mean, this whole thing with the withdrawals, I think CSGO Roll is doubling or tripling their profits by adding this friction to the withdrawal process. It's a scam. Also, they basically released a map. They say that, oh yes, soon TM, we will stop scamming. So why are they not stopping the scamming today? Like literally today. I never left. I never fucking left. You will understand soon. But yeah, I'm gonna get the completionist cape before I die. Or at least I'm gonna die trying. Just fucking let me cook. It's like I could come and peek into your house from your window and say like, oh, your life is cringe. It's I do this for me, and it happens to be that this includes some components of that being public, and some people definitely enjoy this show. Just if you don't want to watch the show, you don't need to watch it. Go. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to writing my poems. Talk to you guys later. So I don't even know who the guy is. I just know like I know I've had some fights with him on Twitter before, and I know that he's an ass, but that's pretty much all I know. I don't know his face, I don't know his voice. So I have my team on it already, and soon there will be more surface to walk on. But so does somebody know from which country is he from? This is a motherfucking side quest activated. I fucking live for these moments. Genuinely. It's so fucking nice. Like in the God Wars, you don't only kill the boss, but also the minions are a part of the process. I fucking love this. Are you talking the one that I'm releasing? I think I'm gonna release it on Twitter. Hey, Hobbes, can you pass a message to Bibanator? He has 24 hours to cut all ties with CSGO Roll and Killian, and we can see if you can undo the nuke sending. Yo, Hobbes, you should actually do this. That would be very funny. I think you should chime in to build this sticky hand character. We are actually hiring some cinema directors, and we are gonna be. I think we may actually be spending like 7 figures on making sticky hand content. We have some hilarious stuff coming. So and if you help out here, maybe sticky hand can one day do some sticky favors back to you. And if you ever happen to have a booth in any event, then we won't send him to glue his hand there. So guys, what do you think? What kind of a watch should I get? So my friend is going to get me a gift. Actually, 2 friends of mine. The budget should be minimum 300k. I'm thinking, should it be like an AP or a Patek with like sapphire on it? I have blue eyes, so I think that could work. Let me know what you guys think. Hey Warren, do you see the CSGO Roll blog above? I think the designs there are pretty cool. We should hire his designer.
Shut the fuck up, I'm Ukrainian. Shut the fuck up, I'm Ukrainian.
So Bibanator he's just an absolute ass. A motherfucking snake and a rat and a piece of shit who's always been associating with scamming gambling sites and overall just being a piece of shit. So he's going to be one of the examples that we're going to be making. Let's see who else. Who else should we do on this first wave? Guys, if you have any ideas, let me know. I mean, I have a few very obvious ideas. I think you guys already have some names in mind, but definitely Bivanator for sure. Yo, Warren, do you know why can you not list a sand dune on Empire? What the fuck is wrong with our site? And how do we fix this shit? Yeah, I hate this. I hate to break this to you, but I know you're looking for a new home, and some people have found a home in the internet. But man, you are not welcome here. I think you need to think about something else. Hey, Marcus, I have a couple of questions. So first of all, can you tell me a little bit about your parents and like your childhood? I'm trying to like wonder how does one breed something like you? And secondly, so are you talking about this spread? Is it related to like the spread of the item listings? I mean, that is completely irrelevant data because we let people list the prices. Okay, let's fuck off. Fucking Killian sending hitmen seagulls. Fuck you, Killian. Fuck you. Gentlemen, this Discord server is now Monarch's property. You must submit and obey. Fucking Killian sending seagulls. Fuck you, Killian. Fuck you, Killian. You can send cars on the man, but not men on the boat. Fuck you, Killian.
Black, yo, in the depths of the despair, my world to the black. A story of this day, the treasure attack. There was named Kilian. Wolf discuss my.
No, I'm not a dev myself. 10 years ago, I studied a little bit and I thought that I'm going to become a dev, but in the end, I just ended up hiring the devs. I don't want to write any code myself. I get other people to do it. So I think the biggest song we are going to be publishing is the one in the mega party. So we already know that we are going to be getting like some world famous rappers in there. And we have Sakasumba and Sticky Hand. They are going to be jumping off a plane and they will be landing with a parachute on the dance floor and then we play the song. But I was thinking we could potentially get Snoop Dogg here. I was thinking like, you guys probably know about the beef I had with Rubet a long time ago. So I put that beef on hold for a moment, but I might be bringing it back one day unless Aero comes to my party and brings Snoop Dogg. And I'm totally fucking serious, by the way. And just so Eddie knows, I think you should also come with Drake, and maybe I won't be that hard. I won't go so hard at you with like, you know, obviously when I'm launching duel.com and it's becoming bigger than Stake, it's gonna be like pretty harsh for you, but I won't be going so hard at you if you do this favor. Thank you. Oh, and bring Bichan also. We need to do. I'm gonna give him a Vesta longsword, and I'll come with my staff of light, and we will have a battle. Wow, what the fuck? So are you still allowed to gamble? Can you still place bets? So did you actually manage to withdraw your funds or? But yeah, guys, I think you are now starting to understand like this thing I did with Jofa. Now enemy ship ended with Jofa. Killian is my new enemy. And I I can't wait to fucking see when you see my master plan play out. Like, people usually they get the impression of me that I'm an incoherent retard when I do all of this weird shit and I use like weird spices. But soon you guys will see that I've been cooking. Fucking Gordon Ramsay will be proud when you see that I have actually all of these spices. They are gonna come together and they are a big part of a big master plan. It's gonna be fucking beautiful. Oh, by the way, I need to spoil some stuff. In the next like majors, when there's gonna be like a CS:GO roll booth, we are gonna come there and we're gonna perform. We're gonna perform the Killian Give My House Back song with like background dancers and Sticky Hand and Sakazumba. And when we have the mega party, we know already we are getting like some like world famous rappers and celebrities, and we might have Neymar and people of like that scale coming there. One thing we're gonna do is we have like a big dance floor and a DJ, and we will have from the sky, from the plane, Sakazumba and Sticky Hand will be jumping from there with a parachute, and they will land on the dance floor. I'm gonna be playing piano, and we're gonna play the Killian Give My House Back song with like 100 strippers in the background, and we're gonna make a video of this, and it's gonna go fucking viral. What do you mean making it weird? Stuff, I think you are pretty weird. I wouldn't call me weird. Just, it's Sunday. Just oh yeah, so this is the fun twist to the story. So this Jofa guy that I was fucking with, so the guy in the picture who I made into like a famous meme, in the end I found out that it's not actually the real Jofa. Like, I had the wrong target. But even then, even after that, I continued to like do the thing with the picture for like the next 2 years, just to make a point. Like it's a demonstration. And fucking Killian saw it. Killian saw me doing this. Like, while I was building his company, he saw me still like dedicating more than half of my time on this Jofa project. And after all of this, it's so insane that he fucks me over, he scams me, and when my money is taken away, he thinks that like, okay, now I must be powerless. Like this little Finnish kid, like surely he's not gonna like rise up and radicalize against those who have done wrong to him, right? Listen, shut the fuck up. I'm not the type of person to do any of that capping bullshit. I have the video. I had a guy in there. He was FaceTiming me. It's like a 40-minute clip, but in the middle of the clip, I will find it at some point and I will post screenshots. But this guy, I swear, he ran on the main stage. He was dancing on the middle of the fucking main stage, dressed up as a girl. And I think the guards didn't like do anything because they thought he's like a mascot or something. But yeah, he was supposed to go next to the players, but he didn't. He pussied out. One thing on my bucket list is I'm gonna steal Killian's girl. When he has a girl that he really likes, I can make people convert. I can make his employees switch sides. I can make his influencers swap sides. I will get his girl. And one thing I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna send a girl. Killian is gonna fall in love, and after many, many months or even years, the girl will whisper in his ear, Jofa, and disappear from his life. So HWE, it was the final game, and on the middle of the game, he went on the stage. But yeah, this Jofaception that I'm explaining about here, this is just pieces of it. I'm gonna be releasing the full story in like we are shooting this one video today, and when I release this video of me talking to the camera, we're gonna attach this document in there. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, it is just unbelievable that out of all the people in the world, after Killian has seen my capabilities and he's seen my dedication, he still decides to like, oh yeah, let's pick this one particular dude to like fuck with. Let's sabotage this guy. Let's just bully him just for fun. Like, what the fucking shit. what is he thinking? But yeah, ultimately, I just love to flex on Killian because he has no ability to make friends whatsoever. But I'm demonstrating here that I have the capability that if I want to make friends with anybody, I can even like fucking go and talk to the trees in the forest, and they will become like, you know, loyal members and march in my motherfucking army.
My name is Sulu. And today, I come for you, Killian. And I will make a very strong team. And our team is strong. And remember that, okay?
No, I can show you. I have a video. He was dancing on the stage for like 20 seconds. But then when he looked up and he saw like 20,000 pairs of eyes, that's when he pussied out. And yeah, I have a funny story. Like the big black guy who you've seen videos of, that's a guy who last summer, him and his gang tried to break into my villa. Him and like 12 other big black guys, they tried to break into my villa, and I had to call the police on them 4 times. But now, like a week ago, when we were freestyling with Sticky Hand, I was thinking like, we need a second rapper here. So I was like, oh yeah, let's call Sakazumba, the guy. Like, surely I can summon him over and make him my friend. And yeah, it took like 2 hours, and then now we are best friends, and he's like in the fuck Killian army. I'll show a video of Sakazumba like a couple hours after meeting him. And yeah, so I have this talent that I can convert people to become incredibly loyal to me. And it's so fucking epic that even though Sticky Hand was like my biggest enemy before, now it was like I sent a message to Killian by sending Sticky Hand to stick his hand on the slot machine. Like it's a demonstration that I can turn fucking anybody to be in my army. And even motherfucking Jofa. Fucking Jofa is gonna be my army. And yeah, what else? Oh yeah, so the Chinese servant went to prison, and what happened the moment he came out of prison? Like I didn't speak with him for years, but like as soon as I sent him a message, he's like, "Yes, master, still at your service. I will do anything to you." And this guy, I actually flew him to the Paris majors, and he was supposed to go handcuff himself on the stage and start screaming about CS:GO role not having a license, like in the middle of the final game, like in the middle of the fucking game. And he actually got on the middle of the stage, but we failed this mission because of reasons. But anyway, the guy is flying to Finland soon, and we have plans. And yeah, shit went south when the Chinese guy above, what he did was, I told my servants to do anything in name of Jofa, and just anything to make it go popular. But this guy went a bit rogue. He pulled up his dad's gun, and he said in front of like a live stream that he's gonna go shoot up a school in the name of Jofa. And I got like insane amount of visibility for Jofa. I won a Finnish modeling contest with Jofa's name. I hacked some large industrial printers, and I printed like Jofa's picture all over the floor. And so for like 2 years, I fucking ruined the Finnish image board. It's like one of the most popular sites in Finland, but I made it like there was so much Jofa spam everywhere, and there was these like fake threads. Like people would make threads that actually like look epic in the beginning. There's like some interesting hook, but then after the thread has like hundreds of posts, then they pull the rug by posting something like, oh yeah, this was a troll, this is a Jofa thread, Jofa. And we were like spamming Jofa in this like Finnish image board, and I set up this scheme so that there used to be like a big civil war on the Finnish image board between anime haters and anime faggots. So I made Jofa into this, how would I say it? Jofa was like a symbol against anime. It was like a protest against the website admins, so that anybody who's spamming Jofa in like creative methods, it's like a way to protest against anime on the site. So I got like ridiculous amount of people to spam Jofa in like different creative ways. Listen, this goes fucking insane soon. So yeah, at the time I was like 13, but what I did was I made this plan on how to make Jofa big. So one part of the story is that I got a bunch of loyal servants across the world. The most famous one is this Chinese guy who's from like a wealthy family and living in the US. And he would make like a bunch of advertisements for Jofa. Like he would Photoshop like 500 different Photoshopped versions of Jofa wearing like different RuneScape costumes. And he would walk around his neighborhood like spreading the Jofa picture to everybody. And listen, basically the fight with Jofa started when I was like 13, and Jofa doxed me and he found a picture of my face. So I told him that he told me that he's gonna make my face into a meme and he's gonna get me bullied at school. So, and he tried to extort like RuneScape Gold of me with this. Listen, this story I have to tell you, there will be a fucking book written about this, and there will be a fucking Netflix documentary about this. Like, what you guys have seen so far is the tip of the fucking iceberg. I am soon going to release this story called The Jofaception, which is a fucking insane story where I explain about what I did to this guy called Jofa, the guy who was fucking with me, and the depth of the full plan of what I pulled off to make Jofa into an example of what happens if you fuck with me, if you fuck me over, and if you disrespect me. And then, despite Killian knowing what I did to Jofa, he still decided to fuck with me. And now, what I have been plotting behind the scenes, you guys wouldn't fucking believe this. I've been cooking, because I've been cooking something fucking insane. And the ingredients that I use here, I've used a level of creativity that you guys will not fucking believe. You will see it. Like what you see on Netflix, there's what you see on books, there's no, like, you cannot even come up with. The excuse was pretty simple. He told me he's expecting me to like take his offer. Like he was offering me fucking peanuts for my shares in the company. And I was just refusing to take it. He told me that I have to take the peanuts, but I'm not getting paid anymore. And about this, I don't know, man. I have to say, it's not exactly my concern. And this will be a slow takedown. It's not like it's going to happen overnight. And I do believe that people will be able to withdraw their funds. And anyway, if like shit really hits the fan, it will be best for him to pay people out and not like pull off an exit scam. Like exit scams don't really make sense. The amount of balance that people have on the site is like equal to probably what profit they make in like 2 months. So it's not worth it. But yeah, eventually when we start going harder at this, I will be like publicly recommending everybody to cash out all their funds. So plus EV is a pretty much a poker term. It's about EV is shortened for expected value, and an action that is called plus EV means any action that has positive expected value. Like if there's 100 euros on the floor, picking up the 100 euros is a plus 100 euro EV move. But basically, Killian was always preaching to me about his framework of thinking. So every breath that he takes in life, he thinks about what is the monetary EV of this. Like he would fucking sell his grandma's ashes for 5 euros because that's plus 5 euros EV. So he's completely disregarding all the human element, all sympathy, anything. You get the point. It's like he's a fucking textbook psychopath, a greedy fucking psychopath. Yeah, Killian, this is an open offer. Let's fucking go. Let's put money on the line. I posted the picture of my DMs with him earlier here before. It's the one where I told him to stop poaching my employees. I knew that he's poaching my employees, but he was denying that he's doing it, which is just ultimate disrespect. And he's done this so many times. He's done this fucking sneaky bullshit behind my back. Like, for example, when I met him in Malta and I thought that we made peace, but what he does is he's fucking reporting me to different authorities, trying to get me arrested and shit. He knows what the fuck he's doing, and he's been a complete fucking. So yeah, I told him it is unacceptable, and what I did was I flight to London with my parents to meet up with Killian, and I tried to fix that relationship somehow. And I thought that things went pretty well until 3 weeks later when I got back to Finland. He just stopped paying me. And the next thing I did, I came up with a plan for the next week. I used the Uberman sleeping schedule. So for a week, I would sleep 15 minutes every 3 hours. And I spent all this time like learning the basics of programming. And I did the design on Paint, Elmao. And I built my competing poker site. And I actually launched it. Because Killian was a lazy fuck, I launched the website on a Friday when I knew that he's going to sleep and he's going to be offline for the weekend. And yeah, I launched a competing site. I published a Google document exposing him, and I made a YouTube video to my 13K subscribers explaining about the scam and explaining that the party continues on the new site. But yeah, anyway, what ended up happening is a few days later, Killian managed to social engineer my hosting provider into deleting my fucking web server and the database, and this led to a clusterfuck where I lost all my money I had made in my 3-year-old RuneScape career, and that was fucking GG. So that's when I quit the game. I got very depressed for a bit. I saw Killian bought the Lamborghini with the license plate saying plus EV. Fucking disgusting GTO rat. And yeah, I studied for a couple of years. I learned like programming. I learned about like business, data analysis, different skills. And when I saw that he's moving to the CSGO market, that's when I decided like, fuck it. I'm going to compete with this motherfucker. I'm going to rise from the fucking ashes. I got a loan of 5K from my grandparents, 6K from the bank. And that's how I built my empire. And I had no grudge towards him. I didn't intend to have any fights with him. I was just ignoring him. But he started fucking with me over the years. He's done so much bad shit to me. He's been sabotaging me in so many ways. He's done absolutely ridiculous shit to me. And a couple months ago, I went to his DMs. I told him to stop sabotaging me. I told him I don't want a war. I told him that we shouldn't do this. But he told me to go fuck myself. He told me to fucking go at him. So now I'm going at him. And listen, guys, I swear to fucking God, I'm with legal methods. I'm not making any illegal threats here. But this guy, I'm taking down his fucking empire. It is going down. And I'm willing to put my money on the line on this one. You guys come talk to me on DMs. I'm willing to put fucking millions online with this. I will make millions to bet on this, that as it is right now, his gambling empire will be gone within the next 24 months. Yeah, sure, I can tell you about this. I mean, what do you want to know? Once I had a company with him and he was paying me until he fucking wasn't. But anyway, so what happened was we worked together for 9 months, and when the business started going really well, Killian told me that I must sell my shares to him. And he said because he owns 70% and because I was a stupid kid, I didn't know anything about contracts. So we didn't have an official contract. So he told me like, fuck you guy, I'm the majority decision maker, so I can make you buy my shares. And that I can sell it to you like 1 penny if I wanted to. But because he's so, good guy, he's going to pay me some like dog shit valuation, like 5K or something. So I told him it's unacceptable. I'm going to continue next message because I'm going to get a notification soon. Yes, fucking hell. I just sent like a 1-minute voice message, but I got a notification on my screen and I lost the message. But yeah, so when I was 14 years old, I partnered up with Killian. He was 19 at the time, and we built this RuneScape poker site together, which later transformed into steampoker.com and that transformed into CSGO role. So technically, I'm the original founder of the company behind CSGO role. And so when we built this company together, what happened was Killian was constantly criticizing me for the way I work. He would call me lazy and he would call me retarded all the time when he was actually very lazy. The most time consuming thing that he ever did was every day he would walk into different offices of Western Union in London, and he would put the money into his sock drawer, no taxes paid for anything. And yeah, I vividly remember this one time when when Killian told me that I should talk one high roller into gambling more, and I sent this guy a message, and he didn't like the way I did it, so he told me that I'm retarded and that I have Alzheimer's. And yeah, I was just working fucking throughout the clock. I even dropped out of school to dedicate all my time into this, and he was always criticizing me for my work. And one thing he did was he pressured me into taking modafinil, which is a strong narcolepsy medication. He taught me how to buy it from this UK company and how I could order it to a UK address. And then I used a separate company, which would send me the modafinil from the UK to Finland. And it's a medication that you use to focus and to lose your kind of need for sleep. So I was just working fucking throughout the clock, running the full show, until eventually he fucking scammed me. He stole the whole fucking company from me, and I exposed him for that, but that didn't do shit. He eventually, that's his background. That's how CSGO role is what it is now. So yeah, that's my fucking story. Right now I'm in my hideout. I'm waiting for my cameraman. He's coming here. We're gonna shoot a video where for the first time I'm gonna be telling the full fucking story. And I think this is gonna fucking explode on Twitter, and it's gonna be epic. Can't wait. Nom nom nom. Thanks for the dream job. Actually, I could get I can do this. I already have an assistant who's transcribing this manually on my WhatsApp channels, where I have all my assistants in one place. So I could get my assistant on all channels and just transcribe them. Genuinely, I should visit some podcasts, and I'm thinking in the next couple of days I'm gonna do my first stream, probably on Kick actually. I wonder if there's some tool I could set up to like transcribe these. That would be very useful. I just don't want to write, like, it's such a bottleneck. My hands hurt too much. Yeah, I think that can have a lot of potential, like microdosing LSD or psilocybin. It's a very interesting subject, and I'm waiting to see more research happening on this, or like MDMA therapy. I think in the upcoming years we're gonna see huge progress with those. It's a very interesting subject. I'm just gonna delete that message. I don't want somebody to save it and actually like post it on Twitter, and probably somebody gonna expose me thinking it's not a joke. I mean, I might microdose some psychedelics occasionally with the help of multiple health professionals. But besides that, I'm just, I don't know, just high on life. Oh fuck, I really have to apologize for this. Sorry, this was very reckless. I didn't understand the implications of this. This was supposed to be a funny joke, but Mole, I really apologize. This was not intended to be perceived as a death threat. I may ruin your life by legal means, but I'm not intending to come and like murder you brutally with like a large axe, which they. Oh, I see. But anyway, you made fun of me before, so I'm coming for you. I'm actually gonna go to the doctor soon. I'm gonna get like a couple of moles removed, but I'm gonna get you removed as well because all the. Fuck you, Mole. Fuck you. Can you guys like stop feeding me my own medicine? Like it's really not cool. It's really not cool to like bully the bully like this. Fuck you guys. One day when dual.com goes big, I'm gonna fucking buy you and I'm gonna fuck you, Mole. You blind cunt. Oh, HWE deleted his message. So the above voice message was just a response to HWE, who said that I think he was implying that we are still welcoming customers from. Hey, shut the fuck up. What do you mean? I mean, we IP block the US. We are kind of going above and beyond with this. We do more than enough to mitigate the risks of operating in the US. If you have a US IP and you try to log into the site, doesn't matter are you a new user or old user, but you cannot log in unless you are using a proxy. And if we wouldn't have this, we could easily fucking double or triple the profits we make. But we decided not to do so because I do not want to go to prison. Because if you operate in the US, you will either have to eventually go hiding or you will go to fucking prison. I'm fine with my medium-sized boat. I'm fine with, I don't have to get 200 children and a mega boat. I'll be happy with my. Wow, that's a long voice message. Wow, I'm not gonna listen to that dog. But anyway, I either feel happy for you or sorry to hear that. Honestly, this is I have to say hats off for the creativity. This is kinda smart. Gotta respect the hustle. By the way, I want to say one message to like everybody here. I feel like I have done a big fuck up before. In the past, I started something that I don't like the direction this is going to. Like, why do you pussy ass bitches need to continue like whining about like the legal aspects and like the specific like regulations aspect? Like, this is fucking stupid. We shouldn't be fighting about this kind of stuff, even if we are speaking about competitors. Like, this is not the relevant angle at all. Like, I have a point here. I don't think I'm explaining it clearly enough, but I will try to get my shit together. So, for an example, from my point of view, I don't care if my competitor is focusing on like, or if they do like something that is not following like certain regulations. The thing I'm concerned about is if there are actually like customers being fucked over, or if you are like risking this whole industry by, for example, if you operate on a large scale in the US. That's a concern because the implications it may have to the wider community. But come on, guys, we can do better. Like this whole regulation bullshit. We shouldn't be whining about it like this. And for example, why I'm so loud about CSGO role and the US is not entirely just because of breaking the law, but it's more about I just use that as a tool to attack like an enemy, and they are an enemy because they are actually fucking over the customers. I don't know, does this make sense? But anyway, wanted to say this for quite a while. Guys, I don't think you understand that I've had a master plan all along. And all this incoherent bullshit that I have been posting, you will actually see that it's a part of a fucking master plan. You will understand later. My lovely wife, do my wives fuck other people?
No, wife doesn't. Yeah.
Wives are loyal people, right?
But we have one girlfriend. She fucked with Felix and she left.
Okay, I think we need to take that back. Hey, Sticky motherfucker! Come here! Sticky! No, Sticky, you come now, or we will kick you right back. Hey, Sticky, you come here now. I'm recording. I have this voice thingy on. Listen, did you fuck one of my wives?
Guards, yeah.
My guards?
Yeah.
But not my wives.
No.
Good. Tukusamba. Yo, SteamBot is asking, did you fuck one of my lovely wives?
Who?
One of my lovely wives.
Who's your lovely?
Lovely wives. There's this one, then there's the Finnish one, and then there's the Ukraine. No, sorry. We have. Wait, let me think. It's this Swedish, Finnish, and the Persian one.
Fuck your wife.
You want me to fuck them?
No. But I'm asking, did you fuck one of them?
No.
My wives? No. You swear?
When I fuck.
I don't know. But thank you, appreciate it. But yeah, sadly, there's like a certain level of standards that you need to fulfill in order to, stay in my group. I'm very selective about the people I have around me. So it's fine. He's a pretty cool guy. I think he will find a new home easily.
What's up, guys? It's Sticky Hand in the house. You can suck my fucking lollipop. Oh, it's Sticky Hand in house. Oh.
Saka Zulu. Jengi tullut sille, että mitä sä puhuu. Et sä ikin tullut 90-luvun. Kerro sulle, kuule, että mitä puhuu. Kerro sille, että mitä ajan puhuu.
You can scum my house, but I kill him, your fucking little mouse. I'm the boss in the fucking hood. I keep rolling like a good mood. Shit, SteamBot. Oh.
Jengi vaan notaa. Miten ne tuli, mutta ei ikinä osaa sotaa. Kerro silleen, että miten hoida asioita. Miten noista, miten maksajoista. Miten jengi tuli sille takavarikkoon. Miten kerrot sille, että miten pelaa tänne palikoin. Kerro Tobe, pitän back, let's sillaa. Miten tuli silleen, että vittunas haluat purkaa. Pakit silleen, että maailma on säkkä julmaa. Kerrot, että pitäisi silence pikku murhaa.
Joo, en mä halua murhaa, meikä halua vaan sit turvaa, kun meikä autolla vakata 100 sale kurvaa en burnaa. Edelleen kun sale notski, kun meikä halua hommaa joku päivä kunnon botski. Ja sitten kalastella siellä vähän fissua, se Tobi heittää läppää, koska saapuin pari missua. Sinne vaan tulee, koska se on upea vene. Ja en mä tässä vittu mitään edes valehtele. Tässä on puita, istuu tuolla pari muijaa, sun pitäis nussia niitä, eikä olla pelkkä nuija. Mun dengi on alfa ursi, eikä me heti kädelle. MC Tobi heittää läpät, sen jälkeen me räppeille.
Ei fokusen vie, ei muihin. Ei fokis, ei kyyviin. Sä tiedät ne rahat, ne pitsiin ja silloin kakkoseksi jätät sen vittu. Mä tiputan ne vittu. Raapille palaa. Pala ne sahat, tikit kala. Tiedät nyt se tuli, mutta ei oo siihen varaa. Tulla fokus peli, sengi, tuli vaan lahtaa.
Mitä tuli mulla aina päällä bulliin. Mä heitän riimit, enkä mä polttalle mitään bulliin. Enkä budi, vaikka välillä meni vähän se yli. Mä heitän nää riimit, enkä elämässä ikityyri. Se on Tibedin Tobi, mulla snaptääkin on varma takana. Iskee yhtä kova niinku.
Hey Grizzly, you should send his stuff to Killian, by the way. And that 51-second voice message. Guys, do we have any cinema writers here or actors? We are hiring. We are hiring.
Yo, what the fuck, Killian? Why you flexing with the boat? Fuck you, Killian! Our grizzly bear is coming for you.
But yeah, if he's gonna drop like a fucking CS:GO roll video, then I'm gonna be pissed. I don't know, man. Looks like he can't even stick to a single house. I think destiny is showing him that he's not supposed to be. Properties don't belong to him. I gotta go. Sorry. No, I think the boat is making me dizzy. That's all. Look, Killian, we could put this bullshit to an end, so easily. You could just slide into my DMs. We could talk like two rational businessmen, and you know, I can totally understand why you don't want to have a license and everything. That is just business, and that can be something that I can accept. But just the part, just the disrespecting part, showing ultimate disrespect is something that I can't fucking accept. You don't want to be like Jofa. You can be like Hobbes, but you don't want to be like Jofa. You know what happens when you do that. Hey Killian, here's your license to get a license. No man, I'm on the right. You know, this guy on the left, he dropped the soap, and yeah, Sakazumba will never ever ever make that mistake again. You know, his smile tells everything. Look at his eyes. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the Persian one will just be 200 IQ, but not crazy. I think mostly so. Hey, I think you should come to Empire and commit Pornt. If it flies, floats, or fucks. So I'm very confused about these mobs. Like, why do you keep talking about Thailand then? Like, isn't that the full like point of? Isn't that the full like the meat of Thailand? Why do you keep talking about Thailand if you are not consuming in Thailand? Like, it's like talking about Finland all the time without using the sauna. Like, what the fuck, man? Why Thailand? Is it because can you not afford a plane ticket, or what's up? No, it's gonna be more than that. If the AI doesn't consume the world within like the next 14 years, what is gonna happen is your Twitter feed will be fucking full. You will see like so much like exposing happening when the mini monarchs arrive, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be airdropping them to like every single continent and all the possible races, and it will be very very interesting to see like the different twists of monarch, like with unique characteristics. Like imagine the Chinese monarch who's gonna have like a more of like a mathematical explanation for like all the documents, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I did it. I did it last time was like a year ago. Except I never tried. I never tried a chick with a dick. I don't know. Can you tell me about it? Like, is that somehow like special? Is it actually like good? Is there something like I don't know. I don't know. I've never tried it. Just wondering, and I don't really have any intentions to try. But I'm curious to hear like about your experiences. But besides that, like Thailand, I don't know. I'm not so interested in it. I think there is much more like interesting places to be, and like I think there are girls that are more interesting. Look, I don't give a shit. You can sue me if I go bankrupt. I will fucking rise from the ashes. I can easily rebuild. I have very powerful friends. I have connections. If I would be broke right now, I would just make a couple of phone calls. I would be balling in no time. I don't know if I end up going to prison one day. I hope that with my Bitcoin backup, maybe we can make some kind of a. I don't know how this shit works, but my dream is that we can arrange something so that when I'm in prison, at least girls can visit me and I could still live a happy life. But I'm a quite zen type of person. I don't give a shit what happens to me. I'll. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, listen, this thing with like Jofa, like the extents that I went to make a fucking example. Absolutely, that is like insanity. Um, I don't know. Can you like somehow help me like psychoanalyze this? But my theory is that I'm a pretty I'm a pretty bored person, and especially as a child, I didn't have like things that would mentally stimulate me enough. So the most fascinating and most mentally stimulating project ever was this. I would call it. I think I can call it a master plan. What I did to Jofa, and I still have that dog in me. I still have this thing. I'm still bored as fuck, and I want new projects. And I feel like I want to continue this Jofaception story, and now starts a new chapter with Killian. And since I already started this story, the story of the boy who doesn't want to be fucked with, I'm gonna finish this fucking story. And like, listen, I live for the lore. When I make decisions in my life, I I don't think about is this plus EV. I think about what contributes to the lore. And like, I'm not only down to make a party for 1 million. I could even throw like a fucking party for 100 million for the lore. I live for the lore, and I'm not scared of going bankrupt. I wanna live hard. I wanna do it for the lore. I could. I'd rather die at 30 with some epic stories behind me than live a boring ass GTO plus EV life until 70 when yeah, I find this just absolutely hilarious. And how he even like fucking look at his Twitter, look at the things how he's overcompensating, how he's trying to like brag about his employees, like how awesome they are and how like awesome work culture he has. And even like his like top tweet right now is the one about how CSGO role has the best community. I just find it hilarious how he's trying to overcompensate. Like it's just I just find it quite hilarious. I mean, I think the Mo case was just pretty simple. Like Mo did some dumb shit. Like he believed some things about me that are not true. And when he did some fucked up things with certain shady people, he may not have understood how fucked up it is when he did it. And then eventually when he fell into a deep hole, he pretty much wasn't smart enough to find any way out of the hole than digging a deeper hole. And I understood that if I just double down on this war, what will happen is he's going to continue digging his hole, and the ending could be that he could be destroyed, and that would be devastating for him and his family. And I thought about it. Would I want this to happen? And the answer is no. I have sympathy for his family, and I even have sympathy for Mo. And yeah, I wasn't so interested in that. No mobs. I'm not usually the type of person who's like, I don't want to compare myself to others, and I can see how you might misunderstand, or like I maybe explained myself poorly here. This is not like I don't usually want to compare. I don't usually want to flex. I know that obviously Killian is in many ways better than me, and I may be better in some ways, and that's how it always works with all people, and I'm not so interested in that. But the specific thing that I'm interested in is that just because I know how upset Killian is about the fact that he has no friends. He himself thinks that he's a cool guy and he's a likable person, but he's wondering why people don't like him. I just find that this is such a I think it's a hilarious opportunity to to run circles on him. I just purely find this particular thing to be hilarious. I don't know if you follow my train of thought here, or do you see this hilarious the same way I do? But I personally find this very. I mean, haven't you seen the messages that Killian sent before on Twitter? Like he's been desperately trying to hold strong and not respond because, well, that's the game theory optimal move, because he has no counter arguments. He has no way to defend. So the best course of action is to be silent and try to keep things under the radar. But yeah, and we do know that he's been like telling his employees that he's not addressing any of these things because we want attention and that he doesn't want to give us that. But yeah, what we know, obviously we have eyes, no pun intended, in places, and we know that this motherfucker is going through great levels of stress, and for a good reason. Good night. Can you elaborate on this? I'm not fully following what you mean, or like which comment you are referring to. Like I sent a bunch of voice messages, and yeah, like with people like Mo, even though the fights got like pretty brutal, I have to say that I in the middle of the war, I still felt like quite a bit of sympathy for or empathy for Mo, because I understand his point of view, and I understand his limited point of view, and I understand that he is lacking certain level of context. And it's like, I don't know, if I would walk into a jungle and a chimpanzee attacks me, I wouldn't be angry at the chimpanzee. I just know that, you know, they are just going like ooga ooga monkey noises, and they attack me because I go on their territory. They don't have a certain level of understanding about some things. So that's why, for example, Mo, I didn't consider him to be a real enemy. And like I was considering like fucking him over in like legal ways. But one of the factors why I didn't do this was that I know that he has a family. He has kids. I don't want any bad like harm to his wife, kids, mom, etc. But regarding Killian, I know he has no friends, no family, no loved ones. It's a sad story how his mom died when he was little, and you can see from him, you can see from the person he is that he never got love, he never got hugged, and that is cheese pizza. And yeah, guys, I think you will really enjoy this. You will really enjoy the story I have to tell. Like, I'm gonna get to writing it soon, but it is absolutely hilarious what I did to Jofa. And like, I'm not the type of person to like sabotage somebody in like illegal, malicious ways. I'm not the type of person to like send a hitman. Like, if I would have a real enemy, I would not get them killed. I would make them weak. So like, in summary, my motivations here, like starting initially this fall shit show with Killian, and in terms of CSGO Empire and CSGO role, is I genuinely care about my customers, and I'm genuinely frustrated when my customers and his customers are being scammed and being fucked over. And my initial priority was to just protect these people and also protect my business, because Killian was in very malicious ways sabotaging my business and threatening my business. But beyond those points, I do I admit that this is on some form of a personal level. Like Killian has insulted me in many ways in a personal level, and he has. I find it very disrespectful that he has seen my capabilities before. He knows my values, and he knows that the story of my life is that I do not want to be fucked with. I do not want to be disrespected. And this motherfucker is the only person who knows my story and who's openly coming in front of me and spitting in my face and telling me that I'm incapable. I can just spit on your face. So now my intention is to just, even with women, it's hilarious to know how Killian is just inherently very, very unlikable person, and how basically all he can get is hookers, while I generally find I think I'm a pretty lovable person usually. When they spend more time with me, I notice that they usually tend to like me more and more. And yeah, one thing I still want to do, this is very psychopathic, but I'm gonna one day Killian is gonna fall in love with a woman, and after many months, one day the girl will whisper in Killian's ear, "Jova," and disappear from his life. And I think something that Killian is quite upset about. I like to run circles on him, and I like to demonstrate how I have certain capabilities that he hasn't. So one skill that Killian doesn't have is he cannot make friends. He doesn't have a single fucking friend. Nobody loves him. And there happens to be this thing that I have at least some level of charisma, and I manage to make friends. I happen to get people on my side. If I really want to, I can really make people kind of like me and join my forces. I think I've demonstrated many times how I could convert pretty much anybody to join my army. There is some like very deep lore behind this, but it is quite funny, like how my Chinese servant, after he got out of prison 10 years later, he's still super loyal to me. Or like Sticky Hand, who used to be like my big enemy, is now in my army. Or how Jofa, who was like my biggest enemy, I can even get him into my army. So I just find it absolutely hilarious to run circles on Killian and demonstrate these capabilities, flexing with my capabilities that he doesn't have. Overall, I have to say that my impression has been that Killian personally has been very obsessed with me. Like basically, when he fucked me over, I went to just focus on my own thing. I became successful with my own thing, and for many years, I just didn't even think about him. I kind of left. I left the thing behind, even though he fucked me over. I didn't want to cause any drama, and I understand that he did it for business purposes, and that I just let it be. I didn't consider him to be my enemy. But then what happened next was when my business became very successful, I knew that Killian was absolutely obsessing with me. We had mutual friends, and I know what he's talking about me. Always when my friends would be meeting him, he would be obsessing about me, asking all the time like about how I'm doing and everything. And then the fact that he's going out of his way to sabotage me and go to such a great extent to do shit to me, like completely unprovoked, I think that really shows that he's obsessed with me. And I think in a way he regrets like scamming me. Like he probably hopes that he would have kept me in his team. But yeah, then after that he's been just continuously disrespecting me and standing up against me. And it was a couple months ago when I went to his Twitter DMs, and I told him like, you should not fuck with me. And what he tells me is like, nah, I will fuck with me. like like come at me. And yeah, now what I want to do, I want to show that fucking Jofa is no longer my enemy. Enemyship ended with Jofa. Killian is my new enemy. I'm gonna summarize the story of my life. I'm a simple man and I don't want to be fucked with. And when I was like 13, this guy, Jofa, he fucked with me. He disrespected me. And I wanted to make Jofa into an example. And Killian knows. Killian saw a demonstration. I showed that if somebody is sabotaging me, if somebody is trying to hurt me, and if somebody openly disrespects me, what I do is I will stand up for myself. And despite this, what Killian did was, even after I demonstrated this, Killian is the only person who knows my story. And despite that, he thinks that he can stand up against me, sabotage me, and disrespect me. So I really want to just demonstrate that I'm not letting that happen. There's some incredibly deep lore behind this. Like, it's an incredibly deep story. And I think today for the first time, I'm gonna be telling my full story. I'm gonna get to writing about this soon. Mops, I think you will really enjoy this. Like, this story is pretty based. And for the bystanders, I want to clarify a little bit about this video. So basically, the original idea was, one day I woke up and for some specific reasons, we were supposed to create this video where I am talking to the camera for about 25 minutes about this Killian story. And after that story is over, we would just casually, it's like very casual freestyle that we throw. And this ended up being like a 37-minute video overall. So basically the full video was like was a freestyle and produced with just one shot. And later there are some reasons why we couldn't publish the full video. We were supposed to like just release a full clip, and it was supposed to be like just a funny casual freestyle at the end. But since we didn't release the video, the full video, I think I had massive tunnel vision here when I pulled the all-nighter, and I was kind of under the impression that people have more context about this full story than they do, but they actually don't. So when we release this video as a standalone, when it's only the freestyle bit, it is just, I understand how it looks really fucking weird for the white community, and especially it was a big mistake to post it on the Monarch Twitter, because, well, it should have been on Sticky Hand. It's like, it's a completely wrong target audience, because my philosophy behind this whole thing anyway was that I want one person to see this. I want one person to see this, and this is Killian. I wanted Killian to see this because there's so deep lore behind it. And even though to an outsider, the lyrics may seem like complete dog shit, for me and for Killian, it's golden because it includes very deep lore. Anyway, thanks to the probably like maximum two people who went all the way to listen to my TED Talk. I just wanted to clarify this, since I posted some stupid shit that was supposed to only go to a handful of people, but it went to like 10,000 people. So yeah, just thought I'd clarify this. I'm just doing this for my own peace of mind. Hey, Grizzly. With deep regret, I must inform you that I do not yet intend to consume my big white cock. The reason this is that I I just slept for about 14 hours and I woke up with a lot of clarity in my mind. And I understand what went wrong with the release of this video. It was released with the wrong context. It's a bit of a long story, but I still strongly believe that this is a masterpiece, and it is like fine wine. It is going to age like fine wine, and within the next few months, you will, when we start unrolling some things and some events, you will understand the deep artistic elements behind this. And as I said before, you will appreciate this masterpiece. And by latest, in a few months from now, when you continue rewatching this video, you will appreciate this masterpiece the way that I do. And if that doesn't happen, my offer is still valid. I shall consume the meat if this doesn't happen. Thank you. Yeah, let's see what happens in the mega party. I'm so tired right now. I wish Killian would send me like a nice soothing ASMR to put me to sleep. Yeah, man, I totally agree. I think it's because of this the black dude. I think he just wasn't like rapping hard enough. He wasn't convincing enough. So I apologize for this. I'm gonna assemble the gang again. We're gonna do a new shooting. We're gonna adjust the script a little bit for Mumba. And so for anybody wondering, I deleted the tweet on the Monarch page, and Sticky Hand posted a new tweet with the YouTube link. Yeah, we shall release new revised version soon. Thank you for the feedback. Guys, I'm sleepy. No, Grizzly, we have no horse here. We only have good woman. Okay, guys, we have the file ready. We are now uploading it on Twitter. It is at 18%. Okay, guys, we have the file ready. We are now uploading it on Twitter. It is at 18%. Warren, how long do you think it's going to take? What is it saying? Yes, still 18%. Anyway, it's loading now. 74% compressing. Yeah, we can definitely obtain MILFs also. I think the best bet, if you want to go the MILF route, I have tested myself together with Felix. Battle Scored is a 45-year-old personal trainer who's training with Felix. I think that could be a great girlfriend for Grizzly. But listen, it's gonna be so worth it. This is amazing. And Grizzly, you must fucking retweet this. It's the least. Okay, Grizzly, we are now compressing the file. It went to 100% and now it's doing the compression thing. Now it's at 8% last time I saw it. By the way, it would be really cool if all the like Empire, no, I mean, they're all traders. They could strike against Killian and demand them to stop with the withdrawal bullshit, like stop with the withdrawal scams. Just pressure Killian into changing that, fix that shit. I think this could be a very powerful. 87 fucking percentage. So then we have the smaller file, and then we're gonna try to upload on Twitter. So it could be a matter of minutes now. I think it was both. Fucking do a corporeal beast. I don't know, man. Not enough. I have too many friends. They can never fit in. I swear to fucking God, if my lovely Ukrainian wife 9 months from now pushes out a half black baby, then that's gonna be sus as fuck. I have a bad feeling about this. I don't know. Can you trust Miss Ukraine? We'll see. I hope Killian doesn't like. I hope Killian doesn't like my PK, my lovely wife. Would be a shame to lose a good mini monarch. But anyway, gladly I have diversified my options. I have mini monarchs coming all across the globe. Fucking unstoppable. So I'm looking for where's my lovely Finnish wife with the mini monarch. Hey, wife, where are you? Wife, how's the mini monarch coming?
It's building here, like all good.
Yeah, ready to go. Fuck you, CS:GO roll. Fuck you, CS:GO roll. You guys are not ready for this shit. It's so funny. Like, this is also one thing that I can make friends, unlike Killian, and also I get mad pussy, unlike Killian. He has to pay for his house. Nobody will ever love him. And yeah, something I really want to do is I want to send like a elite hooker to go with Killian, make Killian fall in love madly, and then just one day, this girl will whisper into Killian's ear, Jofa, and then disappear from his life. That would be kind of funny. Oh yeah, Grizzly, I'm sorry to do this sort of pull, but I need to tell you about this assistant with the pink dress that you saw. So actually that is one of my lovely wives. That is my Swedish wife. She used to work for me, but what happens is usually when girls get to know me better, they always fall in love. So this is what happened with this one. So I have this Swedish wife, then I have my Ukrainian wife, then I have my Finnish wife with a baby on the way, and yeah, we are gonna make a fucking army of mini monarchs. There's even a fucking Persian super baby, 200 IQ on the way. But yeah, sorry to burst this bubble. I found him on Twitter. Killian, give my house back. Killian, give my house back. Give my motherfucking house back. In the meantime, story time. Now that Grizzly, I know that you are not actually coming for the party, but I can tell you what I had planned for you. Like, we were actually gonna fly you over, and then with consent, what would happen is that in the airport, you are in a black Mercedes. We have these 4 army guys. They put a bag on your head. They investigate you thoroughly. They make sure that you don't have any microphones, you don't have any devices or like a GPS locator. And yeah, we would fucking party hard with you for one day. You would be singing in our band. We would have the drums ready for you. You go fuck CS:GO roll in our song. And one thing I had planned for you is that we got like this boat, like a little rowing boat. So I was gonna take you on a boat, just me and you. We would go to the middle of the lake or the ocean thingy. I would row with you, and I would just have a suitcase with me in there, and I refuse to elaborate. And when we would be in the middle of the ocean, I would look you in the eye, and when I know that there are no cameras, no microphones, I could tell you this one secret. I could tell you that now when we can speak in private, you know, this Killian dude, this guy, I think he really fucking sucks. He's kind of fucking annoying. And then we would roll back to the party. So yeah, now Warren is trying to do whatever it takes to convert this video into a smaller file so we can release it. But yeah, we will get it out soon. Obstman, it's Balmain. I bought it from Mr. Porter.
cost like 3K or something. The backup plan is we are moving the video on a different device at the moment. It's 0.3 out of 1.7 GT so far in like the last 10 minutes or so. Fucking Elon Musk. I'm gonna go and buy Twitter next and fix. Nah, sorry, I can't post it here because we need this tweet to go viral. If I post it here first and somebody leaks it on Twitter, then it's gonna be all over the place. So you guys gotta be patient. We are doing our best. We will release it on Twitter ASAP. Okay, guys, we just tried to launch this, but Twitter gave an error. We are now figuring out how to actually get this clip loaded correctly, but it should be coming very soon. And if Marcus wants to try it, he can also have a, like, actually I'm gonna like chop it up, cook it, spice it, and eat my own dick. If Chris, yeah, I promised if Grizzly doesn't like the video, then I'm gonna eat a big white cock on a live stream, streamed by at CS:GO Empire, 400,000 plus followers. Oh my fucking god! I was just writing. No, not writing. I was making this audio message, but I lost it. Anyway, we are very close. We could post this under my Twitter. I think we could be like 10 minutes away from releasing this. But this is not the optimal time. It is noon. We would want to wait a few hours. But I think we can make a compromise here. What about if I release this, can you guys just go and share this on like all Discords and fucking like and retweet and everything? Just fucking share it. We need visibility. That's all I ask you for. If you guys are fine with this, can I get 5 thumbs up on this voice message? I'm dropping the video. Yeah, I suppose we're gonna post it on my Twitter. I don't know. There's a chance that we may release this within like the next 10 minutes or so. We will see. I will see if there's any rabbit holes that we face, but I will try to get this out. Actually, Pornhub would be really funny. That's considerable. I think if we don't do this, then somebody else has to like at least re-upload this to Pornhub with like a good title, like, you know, this one British cunt being fucked in the ass by, you know, this one Finnish psychopath and Mamba. Yeah, if you don't find any other options, I could consider posting it under Monarch. It just doesn't feel right to me somehow, like, because this is Sticky Hand's show. This is Sticky Hand. He's you will understand this later, but it's kind of, it makes so much sense if it comes from Sticky Hand. And yeah, Grizzly, good job with the poaching. You seem to know your shit, and it seems that I don't think that Killian overall appreciates your work. But I can see that you know your shit.